Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to show you how to put together this Snow Hills Slimline card. Kind of has a pop-up feature, folds flat down. You can squeeze it in and fit it in your envelope, but when you pull it out, it pops up and gives that nice 3D dimension. On the back, you have a nice place to write your message. It's just a cute little display that you can share with your family member or friend. I used some cute little decorations today that I got from Whimsy Stamps to decorate this, but let me show you how I put this thing together. So first, I cut out all my pieces on my Cricut, and first piece is just a pattern piece of paper that you will make your base. Then you have your 3 different Snow Hill cards. The first one is the tallest, and there's some score lines there, and you're just going to fold on the score lines. You're going to do a mountain fold first. That's the one that's the farthest in. Then you're going to do a valley fold on the next one. So you're going to squeeze down. You can see there the line there. If you want to go over this on the scoreboard to make that line thicker, you can. But I didn't see the need to, so I'm just going to fold it there on a valley fold. Then you're going to do a mountain fold. And there you have it. You have your nice little fan fold there. You're going to do another section just like that with your fan fold. You're going to do mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold. And then there you go. You have that, and you have all your pieces there set to go. And then it's going to mount to the base like that. But we're going to go ahead and get the rest of our cards folded. And you just do the same one here. Mountain fold, valley fold, and mountain fold. And it'll make that nice little area there that bounces back. So that's what's going to give it the little spring when you pull it out of the envelope. Those mountain and valley folds are going to help it pop back into shape once you get it out of the envelope. And there we have it. I folded all of my pieces with the folds, and then all you got to do is stick them onto the base. It's really a simple card make. So you're just going to want to put glue on the last flap of your folds, and you're going to do the big one, medium one, and then the little one on front. I use my Beacon 3-in-1 glue. This allows me to stick real good. It makes a nice solid stick. It'll hold better to the card, and it'll last longer, as people may want to display this for a long time. So this makes it bond real hard to the paper, makes a nice solid layer, makes it a little more durable, as well as it adheres pretty fast to the paper so that you don't have to have a lot of weight for drying time. You're going to line that up to the corner and stick it down onto your base like so. And I just pinch for a couple of seconds while the glue makes contact. I'll go over and do the same side, line it up, make sure the edges are all lined up with the base, and you can see here that it does that. And I'm just going to pinch those down, do a little bit of rubbing across, pinch it down, hold it, and that should be good. The glue should adhere at that point. And then you're ready to stick your next set on. So you're going to go large, medium, small, and orientate the hills the way you want. I kind of had the tops of the hill peaks falling at different places here so that you see the dimension of the snow drifts. And one thing while we're gluing this, just thinking this, I envisioned this when I designed it as a snow card, but as I was putting it together, I thought this would actually work really well with green paper. You could make it look like grass, or even like sand. You could do a beach themed card and have sand hills. So really this card could be versatile for a lot of different things. I'm hoping here to get some more stuff out soon to try my hand at a couple different versions of the same card with different themes. I think it could really be cute. There we go. We're starting to see the spring, and it's already starting to be able to stand up on its own this way, which I really like cards that you can display and stand. I'm going to just pinch these down a little bit, make sure the glue is making contact in every area. the more contact the glue makes with the paper, the better it's going to hold up in the long run. Alright, so we got all our pieces glued together, and it's standing up nice. It has this nice little bounce to it, so you can squish it down to put it in the envelope, and then when you pull it out, it's going to pop up, stand up. All of our edges are lined up, and it should hold its shape pretty well, even in the process of mailing. So now we're going to decorate this, and you can see the edges, they go down like a little snow hill, and you can press them up. I also will probably decorate the back a little bit just to give it a little flair on the back, and this is where I'll write my message. So I took some of this pattern paper that I started with. This isn't in the SVG file, but a lot of times I'll do ribbon or paper on the back of my cards or in the inside of my cards just to give it a little color. So I'm going to just glue my strip on here. You can use the same pattern paper you did. You could use a strip of washi tape or ribbon to do this. I just had this leftover paper and thought I'd use it up. And then put a little ribbon and a snowflake on it, so that if you look at the card from the back, it still looks nice. Lay that down, and there's the back ready to write the message on. Let that dry, and then we're going to decorate the front. The front is going to be decorated with my polar bears. Now, these obviously aren't included with the SVG file anyway. You can decorate this however you want. You might want penguins, polar bears, lots of different things that can go on a snow hill. And so I'm going to lay these out in the way I want to decorate them, and then I'm going to glue them. And this is the stamp set I bought from Whimsy Stamps that I used, and it's got some cute little sentiments. It's got the polar bears. It's called Sheltering Love. It's a clear stamp set. It's by one of my favorite artists from Whimsy Stamps. So Christina Armstrong, she drew some really cute images, and they're really easy to color up and perfect for these little slimline cards. So now we're going to get these on and get them decorated and laid out, and we'll see you at the end of this. Alright, so I got these all laid out where I want them to be. You can look at the prototype I made here. I put some sentiments on the top and bottom. So we'll get those stamped on now. I'm just using my little We Are Memory Keeper stamp plant form. Put the sentiment that I want where it is. Now I could have done these before I glued them down, but my fear was that I wasn't sure where the polar bears were going to go, and I wanted to make sure that the layout of the bears wouldn't be inhibited. So I'm going to just stamp them after the fact. So I'm using this little spring-loaded Memory Keepers platform. I'm going to stamp this down. I'm just using regular black ink. Flatten the card out, and I just push down with the little spring, and it'll just land right where I want it. And push down and make my stamp. And make sure it makes contact, because I want to make sure it does a good stamp right away. And I'm going to do my other sentiment here. First I'll clean the stamp I had. I just use baby wipes. Some people say that baby wipes have oils in them that ruin the stamps, but I've been cleaning my stamps with baby wipes for years, and my stamps are still working just great. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, and baby wipes are so convenient to have in your craft room. So clean that up with that, and then I'm going to lay this down right where I want it to be and do the same thing. Use my platform to pick it up, and then I'll ink it up here. I use the Memento ink. I've also used archival ink before. I like the Memento better. It seems to not pool on the stamp as well and not be as runny. And then it's also the perfect ink if you ever use alcohol markers. It doesn't bleed when you color over it. So Memento is kind of my ink of choice for stamping, especially anything you're going to color. It makes a nice crisp stamp as well. And then now on my prototype, I put these little snowflakes here. I used the stencil and glitter glue to stencil them down. But then after the fact, I found some sequin stamps in my stash. There's my stencil and my glitter that I used, which was a great idea, but it kind of got messy and didn't lay out as well. So now I'm going to use these sequins instead and just put a few out on my table here to lay out, and I can pre-place them where I want them, and then I'll just use a pickup tool to glue them down. And we'll get these set in place. So I lay out a few sequins on my table next to my workspace, and I just I'm going to do some white ones, I'll do some silver ones, and then a couple gems. Then I'll just use my pickup tool and I'll place them where I want them, and it won't take long at all to get these glued down. So we will take them and glue them down. All right, and there we have it. There's the final product, put together, decorated. Now, the weight of your stuff might cause that to fold in. So I just take it and bend it a little bit like that, curl it a little bit, and it gives those layers the ability to pop back out and not be weighted down by this stuff that you have on them, your decorations and embellishments. You do that, let it sit dry, and there you have it. It's got nice dimension, looks great. And we'll make a beautiful gift for anybody to receive it. You can write your message on the back. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Make something beautiful.